Welcome back to Binge-Worthy Network. From being the most adored daytime talk show hostess to being Hollywood's secret villain, here is how Ellen Degeneres publicly humiliated Mariah Carey and why the iconic singer feels betrayed. But before we jump in, hit that like and subscribe button if you love to hear all the new scandals and controversies surrounding Ellen DeGeneres. 2020 started off by canceling the legendary daytime talk show hostess Ellen DeGeneres. After multiple scandalous allegations came to light, people all across the world started seeing Ellen's true personality and character. But while the Ellen Show host has recently come under fire, there is a truly shocking incident that goes back to 2008. This one incident became so huge, people are still talking about it to this day. And it revolves around Ellen DeGeneres publicly humiliating Mariah Carey in front of millions of people across the globe. In 2008, Ellen DeGeneres was considered a fresh face and personality in the world of comedy and daytime TV. The openly gay DeGeneres made history by being the first lesbian to ever have her own talk show. And with her charming humor, gentle and kind personality, Ellen quickly stole the hearts of millions. Even though Ellen has become famous for iconic "Be Kind" slogan and motto, there are several incidences that show off how the blue-eyed hostess may not be as kind or genuine as she likes people to believe. But before we jump into more recent scandals and controversies, let's take a look at the 2008 incident that seemed to end Mariah Carey and Ellen's friendship. Just like Ellen, Mariah Carey was thriving in the late 2000s. The iconic singer and record-breaking artist was not only famous all across the globe, but her personal life seemed to be going smoothly as well. Well, up until Mariah appeared on Ellen's show as a featured guest. In 2008, Mariah Carey was more than happy to appear on The Ellen Show. The newlywed had married TV presenter and actor Nick Cannon 7 months prior and was glowing from happiness. During the interview, Ellen started asking some very uncomfortable and mysterious questions. The talk show hostess quickly changed the subject to Mariah's suspected pregnancy. Ellen started off by simply asking if the singer was pregnant. But even after Mariah said, "Don't discuss that," the talk show hostess did not back down. Out of nowhere, DeGeneres pulled out a champagne bottle and 2 empty glasses, demanding Mariah take a sip of the alcohol to prove that she wasn't pregnant. Mariah simply refused. But Ellen still continued to pry and humiliate the iconic songwriter in front of a live studio audience and the world. But while this moment was truly uncomfortable, you wouldn't believe what happened next. What makes this 2008 interview worse and even more shocking is the fact that Mariah was pregnant at the time. That's why the singer refused to take a sip of the alcohol or even comment about her pregnancy. As you know, pregnancies are very fragile during the first trimester, and doctors often advise patients to not say anything about expecting a baby in the first couple of weeks. That is why Mariah did not want to publicly announce her pregnancy. She hadn't even told her mom that the newlyweds were expecting. But even though Mariah was pregnant during the taping of the interview, the singer soon faced extreme grief and sadness. A couple of weeks after the interview was recorded, Mariah Carey had an unfortunate miscarriage. While the "All I Want for Christmas Is You" singer hadn't publicly disclosed what might have caused the miscarriage, the fact remains that she lost her unborn baby. Thankfully, Mariah was able to get pregnant again, and in 2011 she welcomed her twins, Moroccan and Monroe. While it seems like Mariah finally got her happy ending, it still doesn't stop the fact that Ellen publicly shamed and humiliated the world-famous singer. Even though this 2008 incident wasn't that much of a headliner back in the late 2000s, recently this interview added to the fact how Ellen DeGeneres might actually be a Hollywood villain. Thousands started going on Twitter and exposing the television hostess for her rude and inconsiderate behavior. With the video now posted online for anyone to see, it's clear as day that Ellen was in the wrong and that she should have never pushed Mariah to even comment about her pregnancy. After numerous attempts to shut down Ellen and her persuasion, Mariah still couldn't stop DeGeneres from her malicious ways and uncomfortable questions. Now, after more than a decade later, Mariah Carey is finally opening up about the 2008 incident. The hero singer thought it would be the perfect time to discuss her experience with Ellen as serious toxic work environment allegations started arising against DeGeneres. On August 31st, the 5-time Grammy Award-winning artist gave an interview to Vulture magazine where she finally commented on the infamous 2008 incident and interview. Mariah Carey says, "I was extremely uncomfortable with that moment is all I can say, and I really have had a hard time grappling with the aftermath. I wasn't ready to tell anyone because I had had a miscarriage." The singer continued to say how she doesn't want to throw Ellen under the bus, but she admits how she did not enjoy that moment. With everything considered, it was extremely classy of Mariah not to completely destroy and humiliate Ellen. After all, the Grammy Award-winning singer had every right to out Ellen for her rude behavior. It just goes to show how some people choose to do the right thing and take the high road, unlike Miss DeGeneres. But why did Mariah comment 12 years after the initial interview and incident? Well, as you might already be aware, Ellen DeGeneres has become one of the most hated people in Hollywood. 2020 started off with a hate bandwagon against the talk show hostess. After a Twitter thread went viral for exposing Ellen DeGeneres behind the scenes, even more people started chiming in and sharing their unfortunate and unpleasant experiences with the millionaire. This all amounted to a very public legal investigation against Ellen and her daytime talk show. In June of 2020, several unnamed and anonymous employees came forward with serious and truly shocking toxic work environment allegations. These employees and former workers opened up to BuzzFeed News and shared how senior executives at The Ellen Show were disrespecting and mistreating their loyal employees. From sexual harassment incidences to racial comments and inappropriate behavior, the former anonymous workers exposed it all. They even went on to name one senior producer who had sexually harassed a fellow employee and an intern. As you can imagine, all of these allegations and very serious claims were not taken lightly. Ellen herself issued an apology in hopes of settling the entire scandal. After days and weeks of silence, DeGeneres finally came out with an apology to her employees and former workers. The talk show hostess started explaining how she had no idea what was happening behind the scenes and how she was truly hurt by hearing about all of these unfortunate incidents. She also confirmed that the senior producer was fired immediately and how the Warner Brothers company has started an internal investigation. Ellen's so-called apology was not accepted by the majority of employees. People started coming forward how Ellen, in fact, did know about the toxic work environment and the shocking things that were happening behind the scenes. And that's when Ellen was finally considered to be canceled. Not only did her rude behavior expose her real personality and true demeanor, but all of these legal claims and allegations soon put a red target on Ellen's back. Now, after years of hiding behind a mask, there is serious talk of replacing Ellen and her daytime talk show. What do you think about Ellen DeGeneres? Was she a horrible human being for publicly embarrassing Mariah Carey on national television? Should Mariah have exposed Ellen back in the day? Thanks for watching. Make sure you subscribe and give us a like. And don't forget to turn on your post notifications and share this video with your friends. Goodbye, everyone.